and we all moved to the co-op apartment buildings built by the Amalgamated Clothing Workers in the Bronx. Now, people think it was just for the Amalgamated Clothing Workers Union's members, and that's, of course, not true. We weren't, for example, members. So there were house painters, there were jewelers, there were pocketbook makers, and there were a lot of garment workers. They were all Yiddish-speaking. So I grew up in a, Yiddish-speaking environment. It was sort of intellectual and politicized. Unique, I think, in that way. In other words, people discussed politics. You knew everybody's politics. You knew that the Friedmans were communists, and actually the Friedmans was a mixed marriage. He was an ardent Zionist. She was a communist. You knew that so-and-so was an anarchist. So-and-so was a Bundist, so-and-so was a Zionist, and so on. Everybody had some kind of politics. I still remember, I got to tell this story. There was an anarchist family on the first floor of our 6-story apartment building, and Mr. Genn. And he was a little guy. He was like Gidget, very small. And he was on the Verwaltung for the school. He had a daughter and a son and daughter. And they were never married, of course. They didn't believe in getting married, but they lived together just like everybody else, as like an old married couple with children. And I remember one time the kids were arguing. Each kid argued his parents' point of view, usually. And and so the young kid he was sitting there with us, the kids. And one kid was, telling about, Zionist aspirations we have to have a country and all that. And Mr. Genn, the anarchist, said, "You want a country?" He said, "Don't you know the problem in the world is that the state, and you want to make another one?"